I thought he was not going to call it. I think he might have just brushed the pad, but no, it was sliding next side.
Well, this is an over where you can pick up 1 or 2 wickets, or you can go for a few runs, because New Jersey's, they're well behind, and they're going to come hard at Hassan Adil. He's got to be smart.
It's a length he can get after. Not out of the middle. They're going to think about 2. Oh, that's good fielding. Really good fielding. Nice work. Restricted to 1 only. You might have heard Ben Dunk over the stumps. The stump microphone saying, well bowled.
Yeah, that was a good delivery. It was moving away, and the barn was looking sort of fetched, just was going toward the onside. That's not the way to go.
Really interesting to see how Jesse Ryder goes about this now. 8 deliveries for just a couple of runs. And that's exactly where you need to bowl. Stay away from his pads. If he gets a bit of an edge, he might be in a bit of trouble with the bowler, but got to stay away from Ryder's pads.
Yeah, the pressure is really mounting on him. And Hassan Adil, a very smart delivery. You just want Hassan Adil to come to his pads. That's where he loves it. He's got really quick hands, and he can really play that pickup shot. And that's what he's hoping.
Cries of catch, that might have picked him out. That is a fine catch. Opo Tarunga takes that catch. That is a beauty. And that's a huge wicket as well.
Yeah, very smart of Hassan Adil. Didn't give anything to Jesse Ryder. Ball away from him. Didn't give him anything. This was slower and wider and away from him. And Jesse Ryder was trying to force it more toward extra cover. Couldn't time it. And an easy catch. And the first wicket for Hassan Adil. Jesse Ryder, who played quite nicely in this tournament, struggled. Gone for 2 of 10 deliveries, is 15 for 3.
We are also live on WZPP and WZOP. Those of us in the Caribbean region who lives in the Florida area, come on down to the Broward County Cricket Stadium, where we have live cricket, lovely cricket. Right now, it is the Texas Chargers along with the New Jersey Germans who are playing at the moment. It is one of the greatest at the moment cricket players of all time who's going to be on the field pretty soon. We're going to have an interview with him, Mr. Chris Gale, who will be here with us pretty soon to give us his, views and what is going on. This cricket tournament here from the 18th to the 27th of August. It is free. Come on down. You don't have to pay to come in. It is free. And we're coming to you live on the Make We Talk program on Roots 96.1 FM in Jamaica, Simon Cast, with the WZPP and WZOP here in Fort Lauderdale. Of course, WZOP is 96.1 FM, and Roots FM is 96.1 FM too. So we're coming to you live. We are coming to you live at the Broward County Cricket Stadium, where lovely cricket is going on. Today we normally speak about politics, but today we change the whole thing and decide to bring you a live feed from the cricket stadium here in Broward County. Pretty soon we're going to speak to the former mayor of Broward County, Mr. Dale Holness. He is also the cousin of Jamaica's Prime Minister, Michael Andrew Holness. He'll be here with us pretty soon. We're going to speak some more what is going on down here by the Broward County Cricket Stadium. Beautiful area. It's a beautiful, beautiful grounds. You can see a lot of dignitaries in the VIP stand overlooking the stadium. we're gonna go over there and speak to them also. Who pretty soon, who knows? We're gonna get some, some little sponsors or some stuff for the mustard seed communities. We're gonna speak to a lot of people who can assist with the mustard seed communities in Jamaica. Of course, I do not forget about what is happening with us in the mustard seed communities, in the sense of what Father Rankinson have been doing to help the less fortunate children at the mustard seed communities there in Jamaica. Roots FM is a part of the mustard seed communities, so we're gonna speak to some people over here and see if we can get some wheelchairs or tablets and crutches and so forth to see if we can get it to send down. At the moment, the sun is out. A couple of days ago, we had rain, pure rain all over the place. We couldn't get to come out, you know. But of course, today is a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday. Beautiful sunny day here in Fort Lauderdale at the Broward County Cricket Stadium. Beautiful day. We can see right now the cricket game is about to start. We're going to get some more live feed from our commentators, and hopefully we can get some live feed. And who knows? Maybe today will be a day where we can see a lot of players, some international cricket players are here. I know at one point earlier on this morning rather, Chris Gale made six runs, and he did well. Now let us go over back to the feed that we have coming into us.
I've decided the Texas Chargers are really looking for these 2 points.
Yeah, Jesse Ryder was the first one to go off Hassan Adil, and then Hassan Adil taking that middle peg out, taking 2 wickets in the 4th over, breaking the back of New Jersey's batting, 18 for 4. Sohail Tanvir has been outstanding, keeping things really quiet. The fielding has been superb.
They've obviously thought about this a lot. The Texas Chargers, they realise how important this game is. Haven't won one yet, and they're right down the bottom, so they need to get on the charge. This was the first wicket went down, just 2 on the board. Very next ball was second, and that was Patan, perhaps a little unlucky. Third with 15 on the 4th, with 16 on the board. Slow at that time. Clever bowling. I think it's worth a look at those wickets.
Yeah, used the bouncer really well. Hassan Adil was the man at the short fine leg picking up the first wicket. Yusuf Pathan, we don't know if he gloved it or not, but umpire decided to give him out, and this was a beautiful delivery, wide outside the off stump. Good catch by Upultranga, and a brilliant delivery. Nice and straight. Hassan Adil was superb.
The tone from Fidel Edwards in that first over, picking up those 2 wickets and 2 balls. And Adil also joining the party with 2 and 1 over. They're looking for 2. Nope, they can't get there. Again, that's good fielding.
This has been excellent exhibition of fast bowling. This is probably the best we have seen so far, with the new ball, with the swing, with the bounce. Edwards were outstanding. 2 wickets in first over. Hassan Adil came into the team, picked up 2 wickets, only 4 runs given. So they're not only picking up wickets, but they're not leaking any runs.
Also, when you've got Tanvir, you can, as a captain, Ben Dunk knows he can rely on him also. He's 1 ball away from completing his 2 overs, and he's only gone for 8 at this stage. It's the big fella with the unorthodox action.
Yeah, he's been playing for a while now, and especially shorter version really suits him with that action.
If you're just joining us, we're coming to you live. The Mekwittalk program is coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Fort Lauderdale. we decided to do it a little different for us today, for you today, wherein it's not all about politics or about what is going on in our country or around the world. We can enjoy ourselves with little cricket, a lovely cricket. I can see on the field right now where you can watch on your screen. It is the New Jersey versus Texas that is playing right now. New Jersey 23 for 4. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon here. It's Tuesday morning in Kingston, Jamaica. It's a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in Fort Lauderdale, where we have a lovely cricket, an entire week of cricket from the 18th to the 27th. We're simulcast with our sister station. We're coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium. You know, today is a day where a lot of people have been out, you know, although a lot of people work, but the stands are filling up little by little. The VIP stand is overwhelmed with a lot of people over there. Today is a day where we all, you know, a lot of people come around and we can speak to donate and donate stuff to other charities. As a part of the Roots FM family, I'm pretty much sure we can ask for some donation. I won't ask for cash, but what I would ask for is donations of tablets and wheelchairs and maybe beds and so forth. So I'm going to do that on the behalf of the station that put me in here, Roots 96.1 FM. I will never forget about that station at all. Today we're supposed to have with us Dudley Thompson, but of course, the link between Dudley and myself, for some reason, some technical difficulties, it didn't come through at all. The New Jersey versus Texas, New Jersey 27 for 6. We're going to go back over to a live feed coming into us. Yes. New Jersey 27 for 4. And as he bowls to him.
A little bit leg side. So now you and I have been to Pakistan many times. He comes from Gojra as Adel. Now, in the past, here's a question for you, Dominic Cork. In the past, what's that city known for? What's it on the map for?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Choose something, I'm sure.
Another clue for you after this. That's over the top of the short third man, and that's gone for 4. These boundaries are coming now, which is so important at this stage.
Yeah, pace short. Third was up in the circle and backward point. Hyatt gave himself a little bit of room, cut away. Bit of top edgy, but he won't mind. I've actually seen the answer when you say me what it's popular for. I wouldn't have thought it was that. Producing hockey players.
Tahir Zaman is probably the most popular. They were terrific, of course, Pakistan, with their production of their production line, actually, of magnificent hockey players. But they've got a good cricketer, Adil, in action at the moment. Bowled him. He's got another one. That's his third. The line was absolutely perfect and straight through another boy from the Caribbean.
Full and straight. Adil is trying to keep it simple. Got cut away a couple of times with shorter deliveries. Not this time. Full, straight. Hyatt misses it. What a performance this is. Tritons are under big pressure. Hyatt goes to 10, 32 for 5.
Good afternoon once more. If you're just joining us, the Microtalk program is coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Florida. We're coming to you live this afternoon where we have, some lovely cricket game going on. We can see on our screen there. And it's a beautiful day over here in South Florida. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Of course, this cricket game is put on by cricket lovers who decide to have a cricket game. We have the likes of Mr. Chris Gale, who is here today with us. We're going to have a little chit chat with him before we go off air, hopefully. Hopefully, we'll have a little chit chat with him. I was speaking about the mustard seed communities where they started Roots FM, and they are the one who vision Roots 96.1 FM, especially, the founder, Father Rankinson, who visioned this and decide that, it has to be a community radio station. But look at it. Roots is not only a little community radio station. Roots is a big community radio station because today, Roots 96.1 FM is broadcasting to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Fort Lauderdale. And as I said earlier on, we're going to go out to the field as soon as I finish this broadcast here and see if I can get some people that I have the pleasure of meeting and had the pleasure of speaking to. As I said before, I'm not going to ask them for any cash. We're going to ask them for donation of school items and other things that I am pretty much sure that Roots is in need of. Mustard Seed is in need of, rather. So, that's what I'm going to do. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday afternoon over here. The sun is shining. Beautiful. But of course, as what somebody said to me this morning, Jeffrey, a dawn pour can come at any time. It looks sunny and everything, but a dawn pour can come at any time. It is now 11:22 in Kingston, Jamaica, 12:22 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is the Microtalk program with yours truly, Jeffrey Tavares, coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium over here in Fort Lauderdale. I was trying to get a hold of my good friend Dudley Thompson, but of course, as I said before, the technology getting to Dudley at the moment to come on air, it is not possible at all. We've been trying from last night, but something is going wrong with the system. Maybe it's my part, I don't know. Hopefully, we can get this to sort out. At 1 o'clock, I go live from here, same time, same place. I'm going to go live from here to WZPP and WZOP. We're still live on the program here, in the Microtalk program here on Route 96.1 FM, the voice of the inner city. We are broadcasting to you a cricket game. There's the New Jersey Tritons against the New York Warriors. If I'm saying this correctly, I hope I have the right thing here. Today is the day 12 or day 11. Yes. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here for cricket. Those who are hearing us from around the world in the Eastern Caribbean, we can see where the New Jersey Tritons is 40 for 6. Texas. They're playing with the Texas. Yes, they're playing with Texas. That's New Jersey playing with Texas. That's the Texas Chargers and the New Jersey Tritons. Of course, I know Dudley understands cricket more than I do, so that is why I wanted Dudley out here with me today. But to simulcast with him, it's a beautiful day, as I said before. A lot of people are in the stand. A lot of West Indian people. You know, the Jamaicans are saying one on the field in Budapest. Our young ladies and young men who are making us proud in the 400 and 100 meters. I must say congratulations to them. They're making us proud also. But of course, you know, we are the number one in the Caribbean. We are. And when you see a radio station like Route 6.1 FM that was founded by its father, Father Rankin Sung, can come all the way over to Fort Lauderdale and broadcast from here. It says volume that Roots FM is not only a community radio station, Roots FM is an international radio station in its own right. And we have a lot to give God thanks for. And that is why I'm saying to everyone who are listening to us, continue to donate to the mustard seed communities. Continue to donate to them because they need of help. And they have taken on a mantle to help the less fortunate of our land. And I think they have about 3 to 4 homes. I hope Miss Isis can correct me on that one. I know Miss Isis in studio can tell me. Are they having 3 to 4 homes, Miss Isis? Are you there
Hi,
with us?
Jeffrey. Yeah, did you say 3 to 4 Yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and
Are
clear.
you
Go
hearing
ahead.
me, Jeffrey?
Yes, I am hearing you, Miss Isis. Go ahead.
Hello? Yeah, I was. Were you requesting the amount of homes that we have here in Jamaica in particular,
Yes,
or what was the question you
yes,
were asking? Because we
yes, I
have
was.
about 12 or 13 apostolates in Jamaica.
Can you give
Right.
us some more
12, I think it's about
information?
12 or 14 apostolates in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And also worldwide, we have apostolates in Zimbabwe. We have
Mm-hmm.
apostolates in the USA, Domarep. I think I might be leaving one out, but
Okay.
yeah, that's basically it. But so they're spread, all over, and in particular, the most apostolates are here in Jamaica, obviously because this is where the mustard seeds was sown, and so 40 odd years ago. So obviously we have more apostolates, here in Jamaica.
Miss Isis, have you at any time ever interviewed Father Rankinson and asked him why did he decide to form the mustard seed communities?
I've interviewed him a couple times. I would have wanted to have him in studio more because he's very, very witty and wise, and I really admire him a lot. But he doesn't really, do much interviews because he says that it's not the radio station is not really about him. You know how he is. It's really about
Yes.
the community and the different communities that we serve. But the point of the matter is that I know, because I've talked to him off air a lot as well, is that he was, of course, a lecturer at the University of the West Indies. And what happened is that there was a home for disadvantaged children close by Professor Golding that actually burnt down. And so what happened is because Professor Golding had an idea. Professor Golding,
Yes.
yeah, who is the father of Mark Golding.
Yes.
Right. So what it is that he had an idea. He knew Father Gregory. He wasn't Monsignor obviously at that time. He knew him quite well and said, basically, we need your help because we don't have any spaces right now for the children. And so what Father Gregory did, and of course we know he's originally from Trinidad, he actually captured land right in front of the University of the West Indies, which we call Mona Common, as you know.
Yes.
And he was able to set up a space there for the children who were burnt out by Professor Golding's space. And so he started there, And then a few years later, he didn't capture, he acquired this land here at One Maho Drive. It was, I think, given to him. And so that was where the seed was sown, and then it spread to other apostolates across Jamaica and the world. So it's just his love and commitment to disadvantaged children, mentally and physically. And ultimately, there's so many other things that the mustard seed community does, but that is a priority. The children has always been for 40 odd years and will continue to be.
Miss Isis, I was saying earlier on that, look at it, Roots FM was formed by Father Rankinson, and look at it. We're coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Fort Lauderdale. It is a community radio station, but look how far we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isis, are you there?
Yeah, and that is, as I said recently, I have to give a lot of kudos to. Yeah, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
I'm speaking. Yeah, are you hearing me?
Yes, I am. Go ahead.
Hello? Right, yeah. So what I was saying, recently, I have to give kudos to Owen Brown, who throughout the pandemic, when the pandemic hit, obviously we couldn't have guests in at all. We couldn't have volunteers from America to come to the mustard seed communities. But what we did is we incorporated through Owen, his expertise, Zoom. And so Zoom from that time on to now has really, has us in an accomplished way worldwide. We do interviews all over. We do interviews internationally, even though we're a community radio station. What you're doing now, you might not be going through the medium of Zoom, but it's still a forum that you are taking us to another space and place. So this is important that we recognize that a community radio station, even though we're community, that we can expound and expand to worldwide, universally. And so that's what's important, that we can do this. And also, as you have been saying, to incorporate support for the home and to make people more aware of what we're doing here in Jamaica and beyond. And especially going back to school now, where there are so many. As a matter of fact, Youth Talk last evening, Akif and Yomoji were talking about that. They're not, you remember back in the day, they used to have so many different treats in the inner city for school, for children? It's just not happening anymore like it used to. 1 and 2, but they used to have an abundance of treats. That is not happening. So we need to garner as much support and help from wherever we can to get, as you mentioned, tablets, as you mentioned, wheelchairs, there's so many things, the list goes on. There's a wish list, but not since we're going back to school right now, we really need that support for our children in the community, as you talk, really expounded on that yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And something, Isis, I had the pleasure of meeting former Broward County Mayor Dale Holness. He's a cousin of Jamaica's Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Michael Andrew Holness. And he and I was speaking about, the whole thing of the mustard seed communities. And, when we sit and we look on what Father Rankinson has done, and a lot of people is joining us now on the Make We Talk YouTube channel. We're coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium. We're doing this a total different way today, where we have cricket, and we're speaking about how we can give, because this street here, it is a free cricket game coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Fort Lauderdale. It is put on by the cricket lovers, in the sense of a man like Chris Gale, and all of them who are here. We have international cricketers from all over the globe who are here with us. And we were speaking about
Jeffrey, I'm gonna allow me to take a quick break.
Yes, please go ahead.
It will take a minute or two, and then I'll come right back to you. All right?
Yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Rid of Oja, then the dangerous Yusuf Patan caught behind. Falling straight, misses it. Hat-trick delivery, brilliant from the Barbadian.
So they're 8 down now for 47. And Fidel Edwards has rocked this batting order. Still once more, Fidel Edwards.
He's got a chance of 5. Why not? Get yourself a fifer. T10 cricket. Fastest form. It's all about the batting.
Well, it's just been an exhibition of really good bowling. I must admit the batting hasn't been great, but the bowling's been top-notch. Intelligent bowling on the surface as well. Fidel Edwards with the two short deliveries, surprise deliveries, getting wickets early. Holding that one back a fraction. What a day out for him. Another fine fast bowler from string of them. Oh, Griffiths, Garner, Marshall.
I was going to say Marshall. I only faced one of them, but Marshall was, wow, on his day. The late, great Malcolm Marshall.
No run, straight to extra cover.
Welcome
Okay,
back.
Jeffrey.
Yes, Isis, welcome back. Welcome back to the Make We Talk program. Here we're coming to you live from the Broward Cricket Stadium here in Fort Lauderdale, where they're playing cricket, lovely cricket. We change up the program today because we always speak about politics and what is going on in our country and, whatever, everything other, than, enjoying ourselves. So today I decided to come out to a cricket game that is put on by, the I wouldn't say the city of Florida or the city of Fort Lauderdale, or it's just put on by some well organized cricket lovers. Isis, we're speaking about the mustard seed community because why we mention that is because when you have games like these, you meet a lot of people, and one of the reasons why I decided to speak about this is because Roots FM that I am on right now, it is coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Fort Lauderdale. And that is one of the reasons why I decided to come live today and to speak of what Roots FM has accomplished over the years. Isis, you have been at Roots for how many years? And have you ever, I know at one point you broadcast live from Africa at one point.
Yeah, I have been at Roots FM for 24 years. And funnily enough, I came and I saw Dudley. Dudley was here before me. String was here before me. Isachat, quite a few people were here before me, believe it or not. So 24 years. And I have broadcast from Africa, from the Gambia. And I have also broadcast from the USA. And I think I did a broadcast from Trinidad as well. Yes. So I have done broadcasts, and I think we need more of those as well to take it to another sphere. And also, based on what you're saying, to get as much support.
Right.
And not only support, the support is important, but what is even more important is people having the knowledge of what Mustard Seed and Roots FM represents. And as we always like to say, we look about with Talawa. We absolutely look about with Talawa. And I want to take time off now to even say, it might not be the popular stance, but a lot of times we here at Roots FM have different ideas and different program ideas and different concepts. And because we're probably not broadcasting nationally, even though we do the Zoom and so we go internationally, a lot of times because our ideas are so potent, a lot of local entities who are national steal our ideas. Let me just put it up front.
Yes, they do.
But they say that when you're doing something good, people always, they will always, take your ideas. So in a way, it's a compliment. That means we've been doing some great things over the past 25 years.
When you look at it, I mean, even in the Make We Talk program, it is a Roots program. Roots is the one who, started the Make We Talk program. When I came on board and everything, I decided, say, you know what, it's not going to be only a community thing. It has to go international. It has to go national and international. And I've never dreamt in my wildest life or wildest dreamt that I'll be coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium on the Make We Talk program. Yeah, Isis?
I'm telling you, yeah, that's a it's a good look. It's a good look, And as we said, in future, we're looking forward to getting sponsorship. We're looking forward to getting donations. And it's different for you because usually it's all about the politics,
Yes.
and it's all about different issues in the communities, as you said before. So today is today is very unusual for your program because usually it's like, whoa, yeah, man, and it's important to talk about the politics. It's important to call out people when them not do the right thing, them not do what I'm supposed to do. And there's so many issues to discuss, but I must say it's quite pleasant to have this kind of ambiance today. And as you said, we'll look forward to having like donations. Knowledge of mustard seed and roots FM is going out there, as you know, and you talk about it all the time on your program, and you're simulcasting, of course, with a local radio station, that we need equipment seriously and urgently. So even for us to be doing something like this, in association with the radio station in Florida and here in Jamaica, and it's coming over so clean, I would say kudos to the engineers, and here.
Well, actually,
there. Thank you
Isis,
so much, Dwight.
hold on for me, Isis.
And
actually, Isis, hold on for me. Actually, I decide to do it my way today, and the way I did it is through my restream and my YouTube channel. Actually, WZPP is not really live with us at the moment. We're going to be live with them at 1 o'clock, but I decide to, because I must lift my hat to my brother, my good friend, my brother, Owen the Humble Brown, who taught me a lot about technology in a sense. And, yes, he's the one who taught me a lot of things. And I decided to, you know what, I'm going to come to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium. I'm not going to say that WZ.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Isis.
I'm sorry. I was also going to say that we have to salute Owen again. Yeah, we have a delay. I think that's what's happening. We have a delay here. But I also want to say thank you so much to Owen, who also taught Dwight, and still teaching, because it's a lot of things to learn in a short period of time. But he also, humbly and willingly passed on the information to Dwight, who is doing a great job as well. And as you rightly said, so you'll be able to, because I thought it was through the radio station, but thanks for correcting me and letting me be aware that it was through your own, your own what you call it, your E-Stream, what are you calling it, your
it
medium?
is my own YouTube channel. I'm using YouTube and also StreamYard.
All right.
And StreamYard,
and that's what you've been using. You haven't been using Zoom like we did. You're using another medium, and it's working for you. Yeah, so we just have to use what works. Yeah, it's working for you.
I must say thanks to WZPP and WZOP, because they're here now, and one of their systems that I'm using is the I have my little board that I use too same way, but I'm using one of their main board to send the link back to my system and back to Jamaica. So, WZPP and WZOP has been great help. And I pray right. I pray and hope
they're playing their role.
Right. I pray and hope that Roots FM, Mustard Seed, will come on board with WZPP and WZOP, because the owner, Mighty Mike, is a Jamaican, born and grown in Jamaica. He was at IRFM at one point. And when he heard about
here recently, he had a
There you go. When he heard about the mustard seed communities, he wants to help, because he has a grandson who is artistic, and he really wants to help. So
did you say grandson?
Yes, he has a grandson.
So young. You sure it's not son? A grandson?
He has a grandson. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Man, look, young man.
is.
Mhm.
So
Yes. So yeah, that
I
was what
pray and
propelled him. Mhm.
right, right, and I
The
pray and
muscle.
hope that between Father Rankinson and Miss Williams and others that they will truly come on board for
Mhm.
us to have a simulcast telethon or something to assist more because we can't make the
Yeah.
legacy of Father Rankinson because he's getting up in age and I'm pretty much sure he's going to retire soon. So we have to keep the mantle going, and that's one of the reasons
He
why.
has basically retired, or he's an active retiree.
There you go,
Yeah,
there you go,
he's an active
and
retiree. Hmm.
right,
He is
and that
retired.
is one of the
He's retired.
yes, and that is one of the reasons why I decide that I'm going to do the program from here today because I called Dwight and I said, Dwight, you know what? Play a rebroadcast of a program for me. I'm not going to come to you live. And I hear a voice to me say, you're stupid, Go live and speak about how Mustard Seed has,
Mm.
with Roots FM has put you in a spot where, you know, between Dudley and Owen and Carol Taylor, who has, put me on here. And of course, you, Miss
Mhm.
Isis, although sometimes, we don't talk about that on here, but
Mhm.
sometimes we have a little differences. But of course, everybody accommodate me and look at it. We are doing this we
Everybody.
are doing this right. And when you look on the whole thing of how far Roots FM has come along with the mustard seed communities, we
Mm.
have to say
Mhm.
thanks. We have to go
It's a
out
big
there
deal.
and see what we can do to help the less fortunate because we have a lot of people in our country who needs help and mustard seed has been doing it because although you don't have people who lives on property and mustard seed, you have I think it's a Thursday they come and they give away
Yes,
stuff
yes.
and
Greg, I want to correct you there. I want to correct
yes.
you there. There are children that live here on the property.
Oh,
There are
okay.
disadvantaged children that live here on the property at the children's home. I don't want to give away a number that's erroneous, but we do have a good amount of children that live here on the property. Now, you are going to make reference to Thankful Thursdays, where we have senior citizens that come to pick up their care packages. And
That's what I
once
meant.
again, I want
Yes.
to commend, right, the mustard seed communities all through the pandemic. It was a difficult time, and the priority is, of course, the children. The mustard seed community did not at any time stop from giving those senior citizens their care packages throughout the whole pandemic. Every single Thursday, more than ever throughout the pandemic, they got their goodie bags. And not only that, but they also made sure that the caregivers who work here, the employees, even of Roots FM, benefited by getting little care packages as well. And to me, that is, as they say, a big deal because, as you know, volunteers were not able to come in. We weren't getting that support. It was just a very difficult time for a lot of corporate Jamaica who would normally give, and Mustard Seed community, being a private entity, went through difficult times. But at the same time, as they say, their mantra is caring, sharing, and training. So therefore, they were giving. And I really want to, I mean, I get goosebumps just talking about that every time.
We all do, Isis. We all do. If you're just joining us on the Roots 96.1 FM dial and on Zeno FM, this is the Make We Talk program on the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. We're coming to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium, where we have cricketers from all over the globe. We have our own Chris Gale, who is here. We're trying to get a little chit chat with him earlier on, but you know how they are, Miss Isis, when they're busy, so we can't hardly, if we had a mic, we could go downstairs and speak to them. But of course, I don't have a camera to go downstairs. So,
Mhm.
we are here, and one of the reasons why we are broadcasting from here is because we want other people to know that Roots 96.1 FM, it is an inner city radio station, But although it's an inner city radio station, a community radio station, it has the potential to go places. And that is why I decided to come to you live from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Fort Lauderdale. We're going to come off air anytime soon. But, I'm going to say this at the sound of my voice here in Florida and around the world. Look up for the mustard seed communities. Go online and type in mustard seed communities Jamaica. You can get their number and their email address, and you can call in or email and donate. Donate whatever you can. They're in need of food stuff. They're in need of beds and equipments,
wheelchairs, hampers. There's so many things. There's a wish list that we can probably get next for you next week. But there's an actual wish list that you can actually we can have email to persons who might be interested, and from it's just a long list that medication is so expensive. That's also a very big deal, and they cannot survive without their medication. A lot of the wards here have to be fed intravenously, so that's costly, and because you have to give them a certain medication or a certain liquid. So a lot of stuff has to be liquefied for them to be fed intravenously. So it's a lot. And at this time, I want to say again, really and truly thankful to the mustard seed caregivers. A lot of these caregivers have their own children at home, and they come and they take care of these children, and they take care of these children like their own, like they're their own children. So I really want, and it's not an easy road. It's a mammoth task to take care of these children. So once again, we want to say thank you to the caregivers, to the management, to Monsignor Gregory Ramkasoon, who founded the mustard seed communities. And up to this day, 40 odd years later, it's still happening. And so I feel proud to know that Roots FM is a child of the mustard seed communities, and we are also a part of mustard seed. 24 years, as I said, people have been here before me, 25 years. We have our shortfalls, but despite it all, with the lack of equipment and everything, we are really and truly making it happen. And that's what counts. We're making it happen.
And I just want to say thank you very much, Miss Isis. This is where I say so long from here, from the Broward County Cricket Stadium here in Fort Lauderdale. Before we go, we're going to give a little more of the cricket, the lovely cricket. Then Miss Isis can take it away. I'm Jeffrey Tavares saying so long until you hear my voice again. May God bless you, and may God bless Jamaica land we love.
And they'll need something special. Trying to defend 58, you'd think they've got no chance, but they have a captain who will demand.
Well, the captain couldn't quite get going himself today. It's good to see him come out to bat. What was it, number 8 or so? They do have their bowling. Liam Plunkett's been pretty good. Panesar went for many. Abhimanyu Muthan will find it challenging. And otherwise, Danza Hyatt and Peter Trego will see whether they can defend a very low 57. Not going to be easy at all. But if the pitch continues to be a little tricky and they get a couple of wickets early on, I have no doubt that the Texas Chargers too will just find the going a little difficult. We'll have to say overwhelming favorites, the Texas Chargers. I wonder if the net run rate is important at this stage of the tournament. I suppose it's important.
This is where I say so long. Returning to this I'm Jeffrey Tavares coming to you live from Broward County Cricket Stadium, returning to the studios of Roots 6.1 FM. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Make We Talk Jeffrey Tavares YouTube channel. Over to you, Miss Isis.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Once they're in a comfortable position after the first couple of overs. Good to see Mohammad Hafiz right of screen. He hasn't done too much with the bat so far, but I believe he had an excellent outing in the T10 in Harare, Zimbabwe, just a short while back. So we'll have to think that he's in pretty good form, seeing the ball well.
No.
Absolutely, get it done. Net run rate. I know Fidel Edwards is on about net run rate, even though there's still a lot of games and a lot of points to be gained in the next couple of days leading up to those qualifiers on Saturday. Get it done as quickly as possible. Don't worry about being bowled out for 58. There's no chance of that, I can tell you. Get 58 done in the first 5 overs.
Mohammad Hafiz, of course, has less pressure on him because the man on the other side, non-striker for the moment, is Mukhtar.
No,
You've seen all those Mukhtar
Just go
innings.
like
He
this.
hits the ball big from the get-go. And
Just come like this. Yeah. I'm known to them.
4 overs. So Jesse
Just call him
Ryder,
and tell
unable
him.
to get going today, has been substituted by the impact player.
I didn't plan.
And that is Monty Panesar, who went for plenty in the only over we've seen him bowl earlier in this tournament. 22, was it? Thank you, Kobe. 3 big sixes hit off him. Here's Hafiz in T10. Well, anywhere, anytime, any form, he's been among the best. Strike rate of 175, and yet I'm more looking to see Mukhtar and his fireworks. Trego. Turned away. And my wish does come true. We'll see Mukhtar, see what he can do. Straight up.
Yeah, Trigger will just try and gently swing the ball away. He'll also try and take pace off. You can see that he's probably a little bit stiff as well from only just flying in a couple of days, playing yesterday, playing today.
Yeah, but he's a big, tough unit.
Yes.
Trego. So, can Mukhtar get going straight away? He has the luxury of taking a few balls to get his eye in. Exactly that. High run.
Yo. Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not all about muscling the ball over that infield in this power play. It's also about rotation of strike. 4 games in his T10 career, best of 34. Strike rate of over 300. He's going to get on with it. So's this man. In all forms of the game, an excellent servant. Mohammad Hafiz.
Brought back by the fielder. They're certainly giving their best in the field, protecting only 57. There's still time for an easy 2.
I think they'll just probably have a look at it.
One check, wait. We that. Q.
Nice shot.
All right, good.
He makes batting at times look simple. Hafiz, good from Barnwell.
Once again, the kind of effort we've seen in the field. Brilliant. Oh, down leg. That's just terrific. What a pickup. Deep into the stands. One of the bigger sixes we've seen. Minimum effort, maximum result.
He's gone for that magic delivery. He just doesn't get it to swing back, though. And he just clips it. This is a big 6 with the wind, of course. Yeah, there's a big breeze, but he still times it beautifully. First maximum. We're into double figures already. 10 without loss.
And the power of timing.
You should probably help him out with this interview.
Everything sweet about that pickup.
How you doing? Yeah, man.
Talked about his
What you want me to do?
starring role in the Zim T20. He's carrying it on
Here.
here. Trego under pressure. And that took a boundary, cut away without much effort. Just losing his length completely, Trego.
Yeah, absolutely. I expect nothing different from these 2 openers. Get the game done. Of course, as a fielding captain trying to defend 58, hope that the opening bowler could probably get a couple of wickets in the first over. But when you're in this side of a form, you're just going to come out and try and win the game.
That delivery sat up really well for Hafiz to cut. And that one's a Skyer.
That wasn't a popular deal in my short game. But it's taking it to another level now. The T20 now was when it just started, it was a bit raw, but it's no one said well, play that thing well, execute well.
Come on a little bit there. You come a little bit there. Okay. There you go.
Oh yeah, you want to look at
Win cash prizes at every
Yeah. I've been here, we call it Northwest Miami. So a little bit further from here, probably about 20, 25 minutes.
right,
Going south.
right. That's not I live in Holland.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, pocket. Oh.
Yeah, we're doing the VIP section.
It's 1 o'clock.
It was good then because it was so hot.
Yeah.
That weekend was extremely hot. Well, you had the AC on the inside, and then you could come outside if you fancy everything. You could come outside.
Something cold to drink as well. maybe.
Yeah, so if you're a whole guy like me, Lance didn't get to come. Lance did. Because he's no older than I am. Lance is like 80.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'll call this call for that down.
Because I use their stuff and I go and wait live. No,
Double and a single. And debut.
No one's
So I think it's not. I think it's no, it has never been done. First one was the one for the 52 years. Since that first time, yeah, and I'm one of the West Indian. I'm the second West Indian. Second West Indian. Gary was the first. So Gary was the first. I was the second. Brian Lau. Third, and then Christy. There's 4 of us. Yeah, that's a nice club. I wanted it was a secret because next year really
Going down the leg side, trying to cut it
my
away.
foundation decided to honor me next year.
Missed the line, and Plunkett gets his revenge.
And
Might be too little, too late already.
so we're going to honor me. We're going to play
77.
against
But
you.
he's a sweet knock before he
Yeah, we're bringing
the
in
ball here.
somebody. I'm going to bring somebody guys
Yeah,
to
then
play.
the pace stop a bit fuller this time.
to be around.
To hear because it's 50 years
Away for
since
6. He's gone fuller. That's an innings from Hafiz. 27 from 8. Charges 29 for 1.
Plus the children. 50 years. 50 years. Yeah, you can know. Yeah. It's like the weekend, 19th of January. All right. 24th. Yeah.
Well, this kid walks in to what should be an easy chase.
Yeah, because Florida is so cool.
A slow bouncer. Then Dunk was ready for it. We can finally see a bit of Mukhtar, who's been sitting on the non-strikers for a while now, but here's that delivery again, off pace. Not clever footwork by Mohammad Hafiz. And Liam Plunkett, of course, knows better than to celebrate because they might well go on to lose this match pretty quickly. One ball left in the over. Once again, an opportunity for Mukhtar to just push it for a single somewhere. Oh, low full toss. Lovely attempt in the covers there. Diving to his left. Will that go all the way? It has just enough. So a boundary for Mukhtar off that last ball. And 2 overs done. It's 34 for 1.
Yeah,
Don't just be a viewer. Be spoiled like a winner. Win cash prizes at every catch, wicket, dot ball, or run. Download Gully Cricket now and get $10 for signing up.
Yeah. Good Mike went to that. Yeah.
The New Jersey Tritons just couldn't get going with the bat, nor really with the ball.
You know that I was there.
Fidel Edwards are they helping themselves to 3 firsts. Edwards a hat trick, the first in the global T10 US Masters here.
First conversation about
What can RP do? Whatever the bowlers do is not likely to be enough,
because
because they have only 24 to score in 48 balls. It's one of those believe it or not situations.
Not proof of about 8 or 10 of it.
Right.
Slow delivery. Up and over.
That would do it.
And Ben Dunk says, well, it's not just a Fees and Mukhtar, I can do it too.
Well, he's only recently retired, really, Ben Dunk. You've seen the likes of what Finch can do. Have a look at this. A little bit of away swing, but he just stays tall. Doesn't have to use his feet too much. Get his hands through the ball.
The luxury also of knowing that you have 10 wickets in hand, well now 9, and to score only 58 for a win.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, in the slot. Ben Dunk goes beyond the side screen. It's a terrific 6. Great to see that shot straight behind the bowler.
This is such a good shot. Again, he's waiting to see whether he puts pace on, pace off. That one was a slower spinner, off cutter. Hit it straight the way where you would never have fielded. Straight over the bowler's head, straight over the side screen. 10 from the first 2 deliveries. Only need 14 runs to win from here.
You can see Gautam Gambhir shaking his head there. The
And 14 and meter, right?
Oh, edged! Was it? Did it drop just short of the keeper? Ben Dunk is done in by that slower one once again. However, of course, with 9 wickets in hand, no real fear of losing wickets.
This one was pace on. Noise, but I'm not sure it was an inside edge, but it didn't carry anyway.
Fabulous. Ben Dunk says, let me show you how to finish this match as quickly as possible. Remember, they hadn't been able to win earlier. Not only will they climb up that points table, but also a pretty handsome net run rate.
Well, this shows you those batters who will probably moan that this surface wasn't good enough today. You know, they always like to make excuses. You can see when you bat properly on it, this is how easy it can do. Yes, of course, mentally you're only chasing 58, but they are 48 for 1 in just, what, 16 deliveries.
Someone going to get to it.
Well done.
Well done.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to the Mecca Talk program here on WZPP and WZOP. I'm your host, Jeffrey T. We have with us this afternoon Jamaica's or the West Indies' greatest cricketer.
No, one off.
One of the greatest.
You would start debate
We have Mr. Lawrence here with us and broadcaster Simon, my good friend.
Good to be here.
Who started teaching me something about journalism too at the same time.
Okay.
So Lawrence, about your years in cricket.
Well, I played in the what would call the old time days now. Yes, so I played from the 72 to 84. And I played Test cricket for the West Indies and one day international at the time. At the time when I played 2020 cricket wasn't a factor in the sense that it was not one of the international games then. We used to play short overs cricket, like 25 overs and 30 overs cricket on a friendly basis. And they used to do in some like 30 cricket, the Sunday leagues. So the short version have been here for a while, but never as exciting as today as it is now. You know, it's far more professional than this. People do more. The guys do more with a bat or ball. You know, so big times to it now.
Yes.
You know, So the game has evolved over the years. Has evolved.
Question. In all the years of commentating, have you ever commentated when he was playing?
No, unfortunately not. But that was a very modest influence because he's someone who had an enormous impact on cricket and a figure. If you look at the history of cricket, who's an important figure in general in West Indies cricket, in particularly man scored a century at Test 10, and that's something a record that's stood for over 50 years now and never been matched. And the way cricket's going at the moment, there's a fair chance it'll never be matched because guys are playing T20 cricket style a little bit in Test matches. So
You have the second West India to have made a triple hundred.
Triple hundred.
Second West-
first was Sir Garfield Sobers.
Yes.
So, Mr. Lawrence, let me ask you this question. You're born and bred in Jamaica, eh?
Oh yes.
Where in Jamaica are you originally from?
I'm a Kingston man.
Kingston man.
Yes.
What led you to cricket?
My brother really. We used to as youngsters, elder brother.
Okay.
And we used to go to this park and they used to play and I used to just go and watch.
Mhm.
But then over the years you learn certain things and I just one day took up the bat and started to do my thing. That's what most people don't really.
Like the days
You
when-
grip the bat and with a natural grip, And
the days when I was going to school, used to play cricket, but school cricket, or to your house and you play cricket there. But I didn't, and it's a shame. I didn't understand until blessed day. One single thing. When the sit and the six, but that's it.
Yeah. Yes. And I said, we were talking about the T20. I mean, it's so much excitement, and this is even T10. It's even less than excitement. The whole excitement of what is going on now. T10 and T20 bring a lot of people out who long when they wouldn't go to cricket because a lot of people didn't like the longer version of the game. So yeah, it's a lot of excitement. You come, it's a couple hours, unlike Test cricket, which is over 5 days. A lot of people, can say too long, but funny enough, golf is international golf is long as well.
Yeah.
Over 5 days, and a lot of people was gravitating towards playing golf, and especially in America.
What would you say to the younger cricketers who are coming up now? What would you say to them in the sense of majority of them may be saying, getting in that game, it's too boring or something. What would you say to them?
It's a big career now. Very big career now. You were just motivated by the love of the sport.
Mhm.
Today it can be a top career for you. A lot of cricketers play into their million years. A lot of the cricketers play into their million years. So cool. And cricket can be a career for you today. It was very difficult to say that in the early days when I played that you want to be a professional cricketer. Because when I used to play in the West Indies, after the tour, I had to come back and get a job and work. I started in 72.
Okay.
Yeah, started in 72. And even before I played, going back, say in the 50s, these guys got peanuts, nothing.
Simon,
Yeah.
you being a broadcaster, tell us what you see here for the couple of days that you have been here. What do you see here? How would you,
Yeah, I mean, I think today, because we've had the weather at last, I mean, the rain has made a mess of it for a couple of days, hasn't it? But we've had the weather here today. It has been lovely for playing cricket. And so we get the entertainment. I mean, it is fast. I mean, T10, it sounded, the first time I heard of T10, to be completely honest, I thought it was a gimmick.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And
who created T10?
I think these guys here put it on this tournament.
Yeah.
What's the name again?
T10 Global. Yeah. When you watch it, the same principles apply in every format of cricket, I think. I mean, in terms of batting, you pick the bad ball. Here you don't. Here you have to try and tackle the good ball.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
oh yeah. And
That's-
the
that's-
T10 you have to try and attack everything almost. You know, so
Mr. Larry, that they should take the T10 to Jamaica.
I am not sure because Jamaica right now, for whatever reason it is, we are struggling. We're not getting much cricket down there, much international cricket down there. So
Maybe put a T10 in Jamaica, and have all like what we have all the people from all over the globe, cricketers from all over the come down. Maybe they should something like that and see what happens.
oh, well, you know, it's all possible. Jamaica loves cricket, but in later years, you know, we have faltered a lot where that is concerned. I think the T20, we have a Jamaican team here. The Talawats used to be based in Jamaica, and that was T20, which was exciting. I suppose the first year or two of it, they got reasonable crowds in Jamaica, but since then it has, you know, locked off really. We get here. The Talawats played a few games here, and they were not as successful here, you know. Most times when the Indians are involved, and then they got Indian here, you see the park full of Indians and you know, so, you know.
It's interesting that some parts of the Caribbean, like the CPL, the Caribbean Premier League,
Yeah.
you see some parts where it's like a big party and everyone
Right.
turns out. I mean, I don't know which island St. Lucius is.
Yeah, probably the smaller highlands now who never got as much cricket in the earlier years than them, you know, so they it's the finale, and you got the semi-final probably on Saturday, I presume, and then on Sunday when you have the final, you should get a reasonable crowd in there, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. It's
And a little more publicity because I didn't hear about this thing because even when I came to the West Indies game, I didn't know that this was going to take place after the West Indies game.
Well, what I'm getting to understand is after the West Indies game, they decide to have something like this. Yes.
No, that could never be because a production like this takes some time to put together. They advertise it.
This
before
is a touring circuit, really. So they were in Zimbabwe just a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
So they just moved over here and
advertise it.
Because people who lives within Florida, West Indians, and then a lot of Pakistanis and Indians. Florida, you know.
Oh, but like we got it. The rain messed up the first weekend. You know, but I'm saying prior to it coming, we should have had some excitement that it is coming. You know, that people know that it, you know, that it is coming.
A soca person advertising it and have
yes, that kind of thing. Yes, you got it going.
Yeah. I think this weekend will be, you know, for anyone in the area who likes sport in general. I think it'll be good entertainment.
Yeah, it's great entertainment.
You get 2 games in 3 hours.
No.
Have
you
a
know,
nice restaurant. You know.
Yeah.
And hopefully the weather is as good as today. It's cool as today on the weekend. So it can
Simon,
go.
thank
Yeah,
you so
man,
much.
no problem.
You can leave. You can stay with me.
I have to leave.
You get a resident.
I leave you shortly too. Yes.
We're speaking to a well-known cricketer, a Jamaican, former West Indies cricketer. Your first name again?
Lawrence, last name Rowe.
Mr. Lawrence Rowe. He's here with us to, you know, describe what is going on here at T10 cricket, rather. Yes, you know, you can know that Jeffrey don't understand one thing, but of course, here and we're gonna split. tell me something. When you were playing cricket, you see more excitement for cricket more than now?
Oh yes, and you have to remember. Probably you don't know, but we were the champions for so long. So although the type of cricket we played then was the longer version of the game where we played 5 days. We were dominated for 15 years. You know, we were playing all over the world. We beat everybody and we dominated the sport. So there was this big excitement throughout the Caribbean. Wherever we played, you had full houses. You know, in the stadium, people line up from early morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
You ever played in Jamaica Stadium?
Oh yeah, oh yes. And that's where I was born and bred, in the stadium in Jamaica. You know, so you know, even when I made my debut, I mean, it was packed. When I played my for created history. When I made 214 in the first innings and 100 not out in the second. I'm the only player to have done that. And that record I've stood now for 51 years. Yeah.
So, Mr. Lawrence Rowe, tell us has surpassed you at all?
Nobody has surpassed that record. That record.
Wow.
I am the whole of that. I don't know if I remember. I'm where you come and you I'm not really commentating. I mean, sometimes I used to do the World Cup in Africa a couple of years ago, 07. I was then with CV and TV back over, you know, but I haven't done any work like this for a long time.
If a school like a Kingston College or a Green Island Conference, what would you say?
It would be good. Just ask if I was there. You have to remember that I'm living here now, so it's a little bit difficult to be here. Team. Say, for instance, if Jamaica had asked you to do something and they give you a contract, then we probably could negotiate something to do something like that.
So if a school up here, then let's put it this way: if a school up here should ask you, or say the county of Broward should ask.
That is something that we could look at for sure. You know, because we want to try to promote it, and especially in the daily here, where a lot of Caribbean people, children, don't play sport over here. Our children gravitate to American sport, so they come here.
They don't understand one thing about the sport.
One
single thing.
But early on, it is a sport now that can be a carrier from any individual throughout the world. And now that cricketers kind of be coming here around in the States. It would be a good thing if they could get it in the schools here, where our children could it's dominated now by the Indians and the Pakistanis who their kids play, you know, throughout America.
You know, I was speaking to broadcaster Simon a couple of days ago, and he was saying to me that cricket really started in England.
Yes.
And because of the love for cricket with the English, you know, they put it over the territories that they used to.
When the British ruled the territories, they brought it there.
Do you know anything about it? Can you give us a little history
about
it?
I can't give you the whole history, but I know a little bit of it. That really and truly the British brought it there, and then the locals got involved. They taught the locals to play, and from then, you know, the local people started playing in the Caribbean. in Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica, and Guyana was the at that time. You know, these expatriates when they come in and they normally play, and then from that. Team, Ghana had their team, and then and then a West Indies team was formed. And when the West Indies team was formed back in the day, and I know of, there was not a lot of black men played.
Oh.
It was me, expatriate children and all of that that got in. So the team when it started was mainly because the black man to actually happen. Has changed now that
Yes.
up and down Indian blacks and you know
Whites and
everybody has participated. You know.
Mr. Lawrence, let me ask.
And to say, just to add this, to say that after we learned the sport and got into it, that we had dominated it for 15 years. No, we were the champions. It was a great thing to see, you know. And I would the team, no, not the other part of the team, but yeah, again, you know, team changes that you go back, you know.
Let me ask you this though. Being a former West Indies cricket player, where do you see the West Indies going now? I know it has its ups and downs and everything.
Yes, it has its ups and downs, and as I said, the sport has now evolved because when I played, it was mainly a long version of the game. Today, the 2020 has come into it. I know we are watching 10-10 here today, and the shorter version has taken, take the cricket world by storm. And when it started, you know, it was rough around the edges, but the guys have gotten better at it. Players today have gotten much better at the game. Play a lot more shots than we played in the earlier years. You know, the bowling, you have to be a little more precise because anything off lane or anything offline is gone out of the ground. So, you know, it's stiff competition, and then rewarded because you are paid nicely, handsomely for it. So
back in your days, there wasn't.
No. We were when we started. Most of us as youngsters just fell over the sport. You know, today guys can look at it more as, you know, I see these guys are rich, so I want to do it. I want to do this because if I was playing today, that's probably what I would be saying.
Yes, because you record that has not been matched by anyone since then.
They've definitely moved within the longer version of the game,
right.
The 5-day version. That tests you skill, mental ability. It goes all over the place in terms of what that does. You know, that version of it. Yeah, man. But it was nice. It was nice. It was a nice ride. I enjoy it, and I'm still enjoying coming and watching the younger guys play.
I'm relaxed now and watch Chris Gale, who is.
I've watched Chris. Yeah, I've watched.
The West Indies' greatest player of all time.
Yes. And I was before him. He is in the club that I am in, the 300 club. Yeah, it's Sir Gary. Myself was number 2. Brian Lara was number 3, and Chris Gale was number 4. The unique thing of Chris Gale is that he has done it twice. He is in Sri Lanka. So that is a unique piece of history for him.
Yes.
You know, he's strong there. Yeah.
So when you were playing with the likes of a Brian Lara,
I never played test cricket with Brian.
Okay.
I was before.
Before, yes.
Because of Brian did it.
Right.
Captain Courtney Walsh
Wow.
when he played for Jamaica.
Can you tell us more about that?
Well, I mean, he was I think 19 when I but that's why, and then played for Jamaica. He was only 19 years old, and promising fast bowler.
You
The selectors saw the potential in him, and clearly I had seen it as well, and the rest is history. I'm to have captured him in a first class game,
right.
but the rest is history.
Mhm.
The man has gotten over 500 test wickets. I think he's got, which is just super. That doesn't happen.
I am pretty much sure in a couple of minutes we have leave here. I'm pretty much sure. We're going to take a quick commercial break on WZPP and WZOP.
Yeah.
Because I saw him downstairs in a short and everything.